Welcome, everybody, to BR35 Global and Breakthrough, or I should say BR35 University. That's our training program for BR35 Global, BR35 University. And the comp plan training today is going to focus on something very unique. It's called the stair-step reward. And the stair-step reward is unlike any other reward I've seen in this industry. And I started way, way back, and maybe even before some of you were born. So what I really like about this reward, it builds long-term, almost like a retirement plan. We have rewards that pay immediate and where you start making good money right away. And then we have rewards that build for long-term. As you build a business, your business grows, your team grows. Obviously, two benefits here. One, you're making more income. That also means we're helping more people and educate them about Pure Essence. So that's a big plus right there. So let's get started with today's training so you have a better understanding of this reward. We'll get to your questions at the end of the presentation. This is a very unique bonus, which is not very common in this industry. You're going to see why as we go through this presentation. Earn from everyone in your network with the stair-step reward and enjoy unlimited income. You heard that right, unlimited income. Please consider people considered in your network are those you've sponsored and their team. In fact, their entire team, okay? People that are placed underneath you with spillover are not part of your network. Yes, you do benefit from them in the dual team reward, but in the stair step and in the unilevel, both those rewards is from directly sponsored distributors and their entire team. With the unilevel, it's based on a certain amount of levels, okay, depending on what your rank is. With this one, the reward is based on the Eagle Rank platform. We'll discuss that. The higher you are in rank, the higher your override percentage will be. This reward is based on PV, and PV stands for purchase value of individual product sales from customers and those on your team. Even when people on your team make a purchase just of individual product, that counts toward this reward. It does not include the distributor packages. So if you buy like a silver, gold, or platinum, those sales are separate. They're part of the dual team reward and the fast track reward. This one is based just on product sales. Okay, just want you to understand that. And it's through infinite levels deep. Not like a unilevel where you're limited to up to a certain amount of levels based on your rank. This is infinity. And so that's crazy. You may even see that a little bit later on. So these are the ranking requirements here for the Eagle rank. From the silver, gold, and platinum packages, the volume rather is not counted toward this, as we just mentioned. If you just came on, please mute your microphone. Okay, we hear background noise. Please mute your microphone. All right, it's very important that you do that. Okay, that's done. So this is how it works. Your Eagle, you get an Eagle rank that starts at 4, okay? And to do that, you have to have $10 in personal sales. Okay, that means you and customers have to order $10 worth of product. Your customer and group sales, that means your customers and your team need to purchase $20, and this is in a month. And then you get a stair-step percentage of 2%. You'll see how all this works. As you move up in rank, though, you can see 7 steps, or rank 7 is $50 in personal sales. That means if you go out there and buy a product, so to move up, you wouldn't buy a package. You would just buy $50 worth of napkins or diapers. And so many people are already doing that. And then within your team, it needs to be 2,000. Again, a low number, and that gets you to rank 7. And then you get 8%. So the more product that you and your team buy, and again, personal sales, by the way, does include customers that you'll have, that'll be available for them very soon. So it's not difficult to do. And it's just one time. You don't need to keep doing this every month. It's just when you want to qualify and move up. And that'll obviously get you a bigger percentage and a lot more money. So you're looking at your team volume. Like if your team is doing 50,000 this month in volume, then I would definitely buy $100 worth of product to get to Eagle Rank 10. And this will make more sense as we go through the presentation. So now how do you calculate your override? Because you're going to have a percentage from your rank, and the person below you that you brought in and their team is going to have a rank. So this is the formula for calculating. You take your Eagle rank, so whatever rank you are, let's say a 7, minus your direct Eagle rank. So if you sponsored me, you'll take my rank and your rank, you'll subtract my rank from your rank. And that is what you're going to get the percentage. And it makes a lot of sense as you go through this table below. So in this example, we'll say that you're a 7, okay, and I'm a 4. So if you look at the column all the way to the left, you go down to where you see 7, that's 8%. Now you go to the actual row on the top, and you'll see a 4 is 2%. You see that? So the column to the left is your Eagle rank. And then your direct Eagle rank is the row, the top row below where it says your direct Eagle rank. So you take 8% minus 2%. So what does that mean? Well, you're going to get 6% on their entire team's volume and product. And this is an extra reward. I've never seen this before. Now, here's something that's really exciting. It's called Eagle Rank Push-Up. If any of your downline has a higher Eagle rank than you, and that's a direct downline, their rank will push you up to the same rank. That's really cool. That means if I'm a 4 and I'm below you and you're a 7, and I have a great month and I go to 10, it pushes you up to 10. So here's another example. If you have an Eagle rank of 4 and someone on your team reaches Eagle rank 7, this month you'll be pushed up to that 7 if you're a 4. Again, let me explain, because I gave you 2 examples. You're an Eagle rank 4. You sponsor me. I come in. I go to Eagle rank 7. I pass you. Well, I won't, because this rule says it'll push you up to 7. So we'll both be at an Eagle rank 7. What I just did, it increased you from a 4 to 2%. I pushed you up to 8% on all your direct teams. This is a very unique program, and I love it. Now, people ask the question, well, if you're a 7 and I'm a 7, what happens? Well, for a short period of time, you won't get this reward on my team because we're equal. But I don't break away permanently. I can come back. And let me show you how you come back, all right? Take a quick flight out there and explain how this works. This is you as an Eagle 10, because everything changes when you become an Eagle 10. It's very powerful. And then I become an Eagle 10. Remember, we're both 7s. But now I'm moving. My team is building. I go to an Eagle 10, okay? And the group sales, which is GS, at PV, because we use the PV, purchase volume is $1,000, just using that as a number. The formula for this is the allocation is 6%. But wait a minute, we're both the same. How can that be? How can I get 6%? You're a 10, I'm a 10. When we were both 7s, I didn't get anything from you and your team. I did from everybody else, plus I got a higher percentage. Keep that in mind. I was at a 4, then I moved up to a 7, and I got 8% instead of 2%. Now, you push me up to a 10, and things change. Why would you get 6%? And you can see that's $60 on 1,000. If one of your directs reaches the same rank as you, it'll push you up in rank. But you will not receive the stair-step reward from that team until that direct distributor reaches Eagle 10, which is this example here. Create an Eagle 10 under you and get 6% of their group PV. It doesn't matter if you're both 10s. So you capture that entire team back once you reach Eagle 10. So they can never permanently break away from you. They'll come back just for a short period of time. You didn't override their team, but they did increase your override on all the other teams, which ends up making you more money in the long run, even in the short run. So I hope you understand that it's different. And when people see that, they say, oh, there's a lot going on here, but there's really not a lot. If you picture in your mind, I'm a 4, you're a 7. Or rather, we're both 4s. We'll just say we're both 4s. I go to 7. Well, I push you up to 7. You now have 6% more on all your other direct teams. My team, you will temporarily be cut off until I reach Eagle 10. Once I reach Eagle 10, I come back and you get 6% on my entire team. Plus, I pushed you up to Eagle 10. Now you're at 14%. This is huge. And people will see it as they get used to using this reward and seeing how it works. Now let's go one step further. This is you as an Eagle 10. You sponsor me, I become a 10. I push you up to a 10. Okay? My team this month, we're growing. We do 5,000 in group sales at PV. I bring in another person who's an Eagle 10, and they do a certain amount of volume. We're going to get to that in a moment. If there's a second Eagle 10 under your direct Eagle 10 network, as you see here, your direct is the first one, level 1. If there's a second one, that group sales of the Eagle 10, that will be broken away. Because if you're paying through infinite levels deep, at some point, everybody can't get infinite. Otherwise, there will be no more company, there'll be no more business, there'll be no compensation plan. So it has to be a cutoff somewhere or a cap. So, but you didn't sponsor that second level Eagle 10. Your direct sponsored them. But the entire time, all the way working up to Eagle 10, you are overriding that team. But in this example, you sponsor me, I become a 10, you're a 10. I sponsor another person, they become a 10. Well, I'll get the 6% because I sponsored them, but that person will break away. So let's show you how the calculation works. That person does 2,000. Your direct team did 5,000, but 2,000 of that came from the 5,000. So the allocation works like this. 5,000 minus that breakaway leg of 2,000 equals 3,000 at PV at 6% is $180, okay? And that's based on the rest of the team. So if you look at it, because some people like to see the words, you got the pictures to the left. Your level 1 E10 earns 5,000. Below your level 1, another E10 appears on their team, direct to them. That team, which is part of your level 1 E10, will break away. Since that team earned 2,000 of the total 5,000 your direct earned in level 1, you need to subtract the 2,000 from the 5,000, and you'll receive 6% of the new balance, which is 3,000, paying you $180. Again, this is in addition to all the other rewards that we have. So it gives you an idea how this program works. It's very exciting as you build your team. That's why it's important we educate people and why we should go out there and do demos. Demos are very important. They are the key to building your business. You're going to get to a point where you love doing the demos because you see the reaction on the faces of all the people that are watching. When someone sees a demo and they learn that they're getting poisoned, or their friends are getting poisoned, or their family members are getting poisoned, or there's discomfort that they can take care of, they're going to want to either sign up immediately to be a distributor or to be a customer. Why would you even let that continue? And if they do, want to be a customer, you may want to suggest, hey, if you're a distributor, you refer some friends to me, it'll help pay for your product. It may pay for your product completely. In fact, you may even make a little bit of profit. Pay your cell phone bill, pay your utility bill, whatever it may be. So you can use that as well. That's why the demo is critical. When we meet with people, and this is me personally, I don't go over any of the compensation plan. Too much time, too many numbers, then they forget the demo. We want them to be focused on the demo. You can also do the demo with the negative ions. Learn it. Those two demos combined will take you about 30 minutes, and then you just say, hey, listen, how many of your friends need to see this? How many of your friends need to see this? You know, at least 4 to 10? Of course they do. That's how you introduce them to the program. You do the demo for their friends. Eventually, they may want to do it. Some people may never want to do it. They say, you can always do it for me. Or they may bring somebody in that likes doing it. We all have different personalities, and we like to do different things. Some people love to do presentations, some people don't. Even if it's one person, that's a presentation. Do it with your family, with your friends, people that you're comfortable with. When you get a group of people like we have coming up for those people out in Georgia, there'll be maybe 20, 25 people this week. You can have somebody do the presentation for you if you don't like doing it. This is a team effort. Build this as a team. Educate people as a team. That's our major role here, is awareness. This is really one of the few times in this industry where I can focus more on the product than the compensation plan, even though we talk about it. The compensation plan is the benefit of the product. Think about that. What we get paid is the benefit of the product and what our product does. How many companies can say that? Most of the time, a lot of these companies, it's focused on comp plan. What's the first question people ask you? What's your comp plan? They're not even concerned about the product. With us, it's the product first, comp plan second, because the more you introduce the product, the more you're going to make. Let the comp plan be a benefit of the product. Okay, that's how we do it here. Totally different. What I want to do is stop the recording now. Those of you who are watching it, I went off on a little different, hear something different at the end, but I felt it was important to give you some direction. Okay, so let's stop that.